You're actually not pressing play. You're pressing record.
It's whatever. It's the button that starts recording. Anyway, welcome to the Spooky Stonerzzz podcast. I'm Lindsey.
And I'm Denah.
Thank you for joining us. On this podcast, we talk about witchy and spooky shit that we love to talk about, and hopefully you love to listen to. Or else, why are you here?
Yeah, you should leave.
Please don't. We need you.
Unless you're here to listen, then stay.
Yeah,
just check it out. If you're here to be weird and not listen, then I guess you're going to leave anyway.
Anyway, and as the title of our podcast suggests, we do this all while smoking a little bit of herb. So, buckle up, pussycat, and let's go.
Pussycat.
I know.
That's all I can think about right now. Because you pushed that button. And that's literally like the only thing that's playing in my brain now is the next episode by Snoop Dogg.
I still don't know why that's the cool button.
I love that it's the cool button because it totally is the cool button.
Yeah.
Isn't it? No, Willie Nelson is getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He hasn't already?
Yeah, I know. Apparently, I think it was actually yesterday.
Wow.
Or the day before, whatever. That him and someone else posthumously, I can't remember, but they were like, yeah, Willie Nelson is 90 years old and just now getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I was like, he's 90? He still performs.
Yeah.
That's, I'm taking a nap when I'm 90.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if it's what gives you energy.
Yeah. I guess. That's a lot of work, it seems like.
Yeah, but it's a lot of work, but then you get to rest for 9 months out of the year.
True. And he's super duper stoned the whole time.
Yeah.
So he doesn't give a shit.
He's like,
he doesn't give a shit in probably 75 years.
Well, also, it's probably these are my people.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I hang out with them?
Yeah, this is what I'm doing all the time.
Yeah, it's not like he does a Justin Timberlake or Britney Spears or NSYNC kind of concert.
The drama.
The drama.
I'm obsessed. I haven't read the book yet. I know you're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You're working on it.
I am, and she really doesn't say anything bad about him, really.
No, nothing that nobody knew, that he's a little weird.
Yeah.
A little bitty bit.
Have you been seeing the TikToks, though? Everyone's, making fun of him because he's wearing, Dr. Scholl's in his show.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, Grandpa.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he is getting older, so...
I mean, yes. Also, if I was doing shows, I would be wearing Dr. Scholl's.
Yeah.
But I also don't... I don't know.
Well,
he always just has kind of acted like he's cooler than everyone else. And it's like, you're not cool at all.
I think he's cool still.
I don't think he's cool. I think he's a dude. He's just a dude.
Well, you don't like dudes, so...
Well, he probably wipes his butt the same way the rest of the dudes do. So it's really not that big a deal.
Yeah.
I think that he thinks he's a bigger deal than he really is.
Well, maybe. Maybe that's why he's not part of NSYNC.
Right, because he's the only one who, came out of NSYNC and this and that.
That I think everyone else, the rest of the band, thought, oh, we're just gonna go do our things and come back. And Justin's like, how about now?
Yeah, and now he's probably like, hey guys.
So I need some redemption here.
Yeah.
I have to act friendly.
Yeah, awkward.
But no, pretty much the only thing that came out was she was like, yeah, he did not take my virginity. FYI. Yeah. Because, he went on,
Yeah, he went on the TV and said that he did.
Yeah. Yeah. But no. She was like, I lost it before him.
Mm-hmm.
But, she's so relatable, too. As I'm, listening to her book, I was like, yeah. I mean, back then, if you taught back to your kids, they would... I mean, if you taught back to your parents, they would, had no problem bopping you in the mouth.
Yeah, oh gosh, no.
I mean, she got it a little bit worse than that. But, that was, the attitude back then was, you didn't sass your parents. You did what they told you. Or you, dealt with the consequences.
Yeah, I think our generation was, the millennials were probably the last ones to really hear children should be seen and not heard. Because not a lot of us were, but some of us definitely were.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah.
I think someone else told me that one time, and my grandmother was like, we're leaving. If she can't be here and exist, then we're not supposed to be here.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's a pretty... It was a little bit slow, because she was kind of, doing the drama about the family.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Okay, can we get to like the Justin Timberlake part? But yeah, what her family did to her is horrible because it wasn't only her dad who was a
Oh
fucker.
yeah, no,
It was
gosh,
like her
no.
mom too.
Yeah.
Like they
Ugh.
supposedly like SWAT got involved like twice. And I was like, why? Why? She is a petite girl. Why do you have fucking SWAT coming through the door?
Yeah. I don't know. I do worry about her though. I really feel like she needs a best friend.
She needs a friend for sure. Well, actually, her assistant was like pretty close to her.
Mm-hmm.
But then when the
Right.
conservativeship
You're right.
started, they told her assistant, I forgot her name, Felicia, or it's an F something.
Mm-hmm.
They told her, yeah, Brittany doesn't want you anymore.
Yeah.
And so she went
Right.
out. So anyway.
I know, I want the best for her, and I worry about her brushing her hair and her teeth regularly.
Yeah.
Because I just am a little concerned that that's not happening at her house.
Yeah.
On the regular. And hey, look, we've all been there, Brittany, where hair and teeth don't get brushed regularly. But I want that for her. I want someone there to make sure that because I know she had her a man for a minute. And now she doesn't, and I just don't want her to be sitting there all alone.
Yeah, actually, the book when she was writing it, she was married.
Right. So it's like
that yet again. Fucking douche.
Do you remember that song "Lucky"?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worry about her. I feel like that is really her life.
I think a lot of people when that song came out, we were just like, Brittany,
are you okay, boo? Like I want to give her a hug.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I want to write her and be like, hey. No. Do you need a friend? Do you need a pen pal? Do you need something?
Do you need to listen to a podcast maybe about random shit while people are stoned talking about you and wishing we could give you hugs?
Yeah, we just want to give you hugs.
That's not weird at all. This is not my notes. Did you know that?
No, that is not your notes. That's like the closing that I always give you.
That's a totally different thing. Completely and totally.
Oh, but I can talk about yesterday.
When I went to because actually that segues really well into my notes.
Nice. Okay.
So tell me.
Which part? The tea leaves or the ancestor?
All of it.
Okay. Well, the cultic cauldron. Yeah, that's the word.
Celtic cauldron.
Celtic cauldron. They had a psychic fair yesterday. If you're in the Pensacola area, go check them out. They're awesome.
And they got really good sandwiches. Oh my gosh.
Great sandwiches. Great soups, great teas, all the teas.
Man, I forgot about the soup. The soup is delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I went there. I was just chilling. It's a great atmosphere, too. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got my tea leaves read, and it was very fascinating. I definitely have things that I need to dig into, like the Green Man, which I don't know if I will.
That you sent me.
Oh, I sent you like the link of like the description and stuff.
Yeah, I never looked at that.
Yeah, well, it's okay. I haven't looked at any shit
I had
lately.
extra children this weekend, which is very weird for me.
And so basically, I need to look into that. Also, she said I need to be wary of a boat starting at the new year. Then I'm like, okay.
So no boats and hose party for us for New Year's Eve?
No. Okay. No boats and hose. And then she was
that
like...
That would be hilarious if someone just randomly came up to one of us in the next few days and was like, hey, for New Year's Eve, what if we do a dinner cruise?
Nope.
And I'd be like, no.
Nope,
Lindsey will die.
Supposedly it's bad news. I'm trying to remember everything that she said, but like basically she was able to... There was a rooster in my tea leaves. And it's supposedly... It's
your cock.
Yeah, it's my cock. It's basically represents person with a personality, which I definitely have. And basically she was saying that, like, yeah, 8 personality is really great, but, like, they have trouble doing self-care. And I'm like, no way! What do you mean?
What?
Yeah, right?
Who?
Who, me?
Oh, I was about to tell you I was Christmas shopping the other day. And then I realized I would be telling you what I was thinking of getting you, so never mind.
Yeah, no.
We're so bad at this.
Yeah.
Like, not telling each other every thought that comes into our brain.
Yeah, there's a lot of times that I'm like, ooh, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do it constantly. I do it with everyone.
I asked Denah, I was like, hey, a zodiac sign. It's a Scorpio sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. What is it? And she's like, I don't know. What is it? What are you talking about? And I was like, I can't tell you. It's for the next episode.
I need
Do
to know
not tell
everything.
us. Well, do not tell Denah if you know what this is. Anyway, well, actually, we're recording tomorrow, so even if
Yeah.
someone tells you this,
Yeah. I doubt anyone's going to reach out to me overnight. And even if they do, I'll be asleep. So don't talk to me. Thanks.
don't tell her who is a Scorpio, Leo. Anyway, and then I need to be wary of someone with a Y in their name, and I was like, girl, my last name has a Y. Both my kids have a Y.
Oh my gosh, your
like
mom?
my mom, yeah, like okay, who am I going to be wary of? I don't have to be wary of you.
No, I'm literally the most boring person you're ever going to meet.
Yeah.
You'll never get any kind of warning about me. I'm so, like, not interesting.
But yeah, pretty much my whole inner circle.
Like, you know how in Shrek they say, like, ogres are like onions?
Yeah.
I'm not. It's just all right here at the surface. I can't fix my face. Like, my face says what I'm thinking, always. And so it's just, I can't deceive people. I'm just not good at it.
Yeah, and then she flipped my cup over, and like all my tea grounds were like in one area. But like the tea itself was like seeping in different areas, and she said it was like how I was spreading myself out too thin.
Ah, what?
And I was like, no
you
way.
You would never do that.
No way.
That's just the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
So basically self-care and stop spreading myself too thin. And then she was like, what do you see? And I was like, I see a flippin' dragon.
A dragon.
And I forgot what she said about it. She just said it was a mystical creature and that they're violent, but they're also like, I think protective or something. I don't remember.
Also, I feel like a dragon also goes along with spreading yourself too thin because dragons hoard things that they end up not being able to maintain.
But yeah, so I did that. And then I talked to Krista. Actually, Anne. Anne is the tea leaf lady. She's really good.
Tea leaf lady.
And also I was joking around about Harry Potter because I told her like that's all I know is like Harry Potter, and she's like, actually J.K. Rowling did her research and it's actually really accurate. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything that all of the like really nitty gritty stuff that she gets into with the witchcraft and wizardry, especially when like the teachers are speaking in the books. Yeah, it's usually pretty accurate. She definitely did her research.
Yeah, so I think that was really cool that, like, I had an actual tea leaf reader tell me, like, yeah, actually Harry Potter's pretty legit for being a fictional book. And then I talked to Krista about ancestors, and, but, like, before that, I talked to someone else, and they had, like, a self-care deck, like, an oracle deck, so I need to buy that, because I was like, yeah, I need that, self-care. And basically it has, like, different cards for, like, different types of self-care, like, make yourself some food.
Yeah.
Go take a bath.
I have a deck like that.
Go do some yoga. So I think I'm going to buy one of those because that looks really flipping cool. And obviously, days when I'm just like, I feel so overwhelmed, I can just pull a card and be like, oh, universe is telling me to go outside.
Yeah.
Go for a walk.
You should also throw a like a roll one off in there. Make your own card.
Yeah.
That says like smoke a bowl.
Yeah, maybe.
The universe says smoke a bowl.
No, if I get one that says like take your vitamins, I'd be like, which vitamins? Vitamin cannabis?
Vitamin THC?
THC?
Ha ha ha. My grandmother always says take your vitamins. That's her big message to the world. Take your vitamins.
Who?
My grandmother.
Oh, your grandma.
Whenever anyone complains to me, she'll be like, they should probably have some vitamin C. Or they probably need some B12. Or they probably need more zinc in their diet. Or have you asked them if they get enough magnesium? And I'm like, Gma, I'm not asking the postman if he's getting enough magnesium. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, that's unnecessary. I don't know this guy at all. I'm not telling him to take his vitamins.
Yeah, right. But anyway, I talked to Krista about my ancestors, and I have my uncle Billy Wayne that is around me at all times that I feel super happy about. And and basically he was holding hay, and she's like, I'm not exactly sure the significance of that. And I talked to my mom, and she doesn't know what the significance of it is. I mean, he's from Arkansas. That makes me think kind of farmer area. I have no fucking idea. I know nothing about my history. But basically she said if I find hay around my house, it's him saying, "Hey, I'm here."
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
So it's hey, hey.
Yeah, exactly. Or a chicken. That
was funny.
was so stupid.
Oh my gosh. After that movie came out and that freaking chicken was screeching on the boat in that one part, my kid thought that was the funniest thing. And he would run around doing that and he'd be like, I'm hey, hey. Ah! And I'd be like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to work for me.
Yeah. That is not okay. But yeah, so, and to be honest, if I find hay in my house, it'll be very weird because I live in like suburban area. There should not be hay.
It'd probably be from my house.
It might be
if
from
you
yours.
had any hay in your house. It probably had come from my house.
But yeah, so I have an ancestor that I can honor during Samhain now.
Yay! That's exciting.
It was. It was very exciting. It was very emotional too.
Talk about too your chakras.
Oh, I was going to save that for an episode that I was going to do.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, other than it worked, like I got it's called Super 7, and that's from Dee Dee. Hey, Dee Dee. She's listening to our episodes now too.
Oh yeah.
But basically it was like she ended up working on me for like an hour, and it kind of was like in a meditative state, and basically she was like kind of lining up my chakras, and but it was funny because that night I went home and my husband called me and he's like, hey, can I take you out to dinner? And I was like, well, we have food to make. I really can't. And instead of him getting like a little upset about it, he was like, well, how about I just bring home a bottle of wine? And I was like, that will work. And then we had a really good night. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Ew.
I know.
Well.
So it works.
That's awesome. My episode is a segue off of your chakra stuff.
Are you doing chakras? I wanted to
No,
do
I'm
that.
not doing chakras.
I was
not
about
really.
to get really mad. I was like, no, I told you I wanted to do that.
I'm doing aura protection.
Ooh.
Similar, but not.
Actually, literally everyone told me yesterday.
You need aura protection.
Yeah, that like I need a shield. Like a motherfucker.
So that's what I'm going to talk about. Because you had mentioned it. And I was like, oh, I can talk about that. That's pretty simple.
Yeah. Dee Dee and Krista all said, you should shield.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool.
Do you want to know how?
Yes, go ahead.
I'll tell you. This is so exciting. Okay, so first things first, auras, are just kind of like the energy field that is around you. Mm-hmm. Like your own little magnetic pole or atmosphere type situation.
Got it.
Kind of like the Earth has an atmosphere. It's your atmosphere.
It's my bubble.
Yes, your bubble. Exactly. It's your bubble. And you can learn to read auras and read your own aura and things like that and see what color it is. And there's a million trillion different ways to learn how to do that. But I just want to talk about if you feel like your bubble is getting invaded too often emotionally with like emotional energy from others, what do you do? Because that, I think, is what we really perceive the most. Even without knowing the terminology aura or anything like that, you feel uncomfortable when people cross your boundaries, even if it's not a physical boundary.
Yeah, like a lot of people say, like, I'm an empath.
Right.
And that's because maybe their bubble isn't as secure as it needs to be.
Right. Yes. So, and it's an emotional boundary that you have, basically. Rather than, it makes sense. Y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm a little stoned. So sometimes I feel like I have to over-explain myself.
No, go ahead.
But you guys aren't dumb. So everyone knows the person or people in their lives that, like, you go around them and you're like, or you have to talk about something with them and it's like,
like they're energy vampires.
Exactly. That's the exact term. So energy vampires, which is not to say that they're necessarily bad people. They just need more of your energy when you're around them.
Correct.
So the number one tip-top best way to deal with these people,
Scorpios.
Not to call anyone out specifically, but look at the Scorpios in your life if you're having trouble identifying which one is your energy vampire.
I love them. I love one. My husband is one. But like, there's times that it just takes a lot of energy.
Yeah. Some people just have more emotions than us air signs.
Yeah.
Who are very like, whatever, man. Who cares? Go with the flow. We're going to have a good day or we're going to leave. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Some people, it's like really, things are a big deal. I have to remind myself, other people give a shit about things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care if you're wearing shoes or not in the house. You know what I mean? Like anything. I don't care.
Maybe Scorpios, they overthink. And maybe that's why they take up so much energy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Any hoozle.
Maybe we need to talk to a good Scorpio and be like, what's up with you?
Have you met one?
No, I have not.
If you know, if you or someone you know is a good Scorpio, please let us know.
We need to know.
Because we don't actually believe they exist. I mean, I'm sure they do somewhere. I've never seen the Mona Lisa, but I know it's real.
Yeah, we want to believe there is good Scorpios out there. We just don't know any.
Yes. So.
Ooh.
Energy
Vampires.
Vampires.
Take that back.
AKA.
Yet again, my husband.
Oh, and I'm editing this one. Everything stays in.
Well, most of the time it does.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. Energy vampires. Yeah, again. So, not necessarily a bad thing. They're just people with more emotions. Okay? Which, like in Barbie. How there's that one Barbie who says, I can hold both emotion and logic. And that doesn't weaken my power. It enhances it. To us, air signs, it weakens them. We think they're being ridiculous.
Is Barbie on HBO Max now? Max.
It's not yet. I know.
They're advertising it.
5 minutes.
Anyway.
So, yeah. Some people just, are like that Barbie. And they have a lot of emotions. And we love that for them. But that means that we, who maybe are not so emotional, and maybe like to not have other people's emotions into our bubble, need to shield against that.
Got it.
Again, number one tip-top way is to have your good boundaries in place. Like, for example, if you're going over to a friend's house and she's definitely a complainer, you want to say, all right, I can come over, but I can only stay for about an hour. Set a timer on your phone that'll go off loudly. And then say, oh, I got to go on to my next thing. It was really good to see you. So that you don't have to sit there and listen to her complain for 3 hours.
Make that timer sound like a ringtone. And be like, hello?
Hey, gotta move on. It's fine. Because then, you know what I mean? Like, you don't burn the bridge. You don't let go of the friendship. Because, again, they're not bad people.
And you're, like, still building on that relationship and that friendship. You're just, you have a limit.
Exactly. So set your boundaries and set them hard.
Everyone loves chocolate, but you shouldn't eat the whole bag. Bad things happen.
What? You're not supposed to eat the whole bag?
In one sitting.
What?
No.
I do that often.
You don't get a stomachache?
No, I don't actually do that. I will eat Flaming Hot Cheetos, though, and then I'll get a stomachache. Dude, I drank a soda. Not last night, but the night before at like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Coke, and I felt like I was hungover all day the next day.
Wow.
Because I ground my teeth because of the caffeine. And so I got a headache, and then I got nauseous. And I was like, literally, body, we used to shut down the after hours club.
Yeah.
And now I can't have a soda at 6? Okay.
You went to Bedlam's?
Yeah, I did. I used to go to freaking Bedlam's after the bar.
That was so much fun.
And now I can't have a Coke after 6 p.m.
Dude, if I went to Bedlam's, I knew I was going to Waffle House afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And I would see...
Maybe that's what I should have done. Gone to Waffle House.
Maybe. Dude, Bedlam's, you go to Bedlam's, and then you go to Waffle House, and then you see the sunrise.
Yeah,
that's how
beautiful.
That's how you end your day.
Yeah.
Or your morning.
And then you went and got coffee, and then you went home and went to bed.
Yep.
And then around 3, you throw up for a few hours. And then start over. Grab you a shower if you were feeling really frisky.
Yeah. I would normally have a hangover until about 4 p.m. the next day. But, young.
Yeah. I would say it was good times, but it really wasn't. Like, I threw up all the time. And I was still, like, bloated from drinking constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I should have been thin as a rail with how much I was puking.
Yeah, right.
But I drank enough to replace all those calories.
Yeah, all the sugars.
Yeah. So, when you're wanting to protect your aura, the first thing, like I said, is to have your boundaries. Have a plan when dealing with the people. Go ahead and right now, in your mind, think of the people who are like your energy vampires. Okay? Next time you're going to deal with these people, have just a really set plan and good boundaries. Like, Thanksgiving is coming up, right?
Yeah, all those family
You got your family,
holidays.
this and that. You know what I mean? If you don't want to be there for all day, call them the day before and be like, what can I bring? And then just, act like you're starting to come down with something a little bit. And then the next day, look like crap. And then just stay to eat and be like, I really hate to eat, but I think I'm getting a fever, you guys. Have a plan. Have an escape strategy. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Get out of there. Save yourself. You know what I mean? I think that's how I feel.
I think you should just show up when the food is ready and hang out for an hour because you're not going to eat for the whole hour.
Right. And then say like, oh, I'm sick and excuse yourself.
Or not say you're sick and just be like, okay, gotta go.
Well,
love you.
Some families are like, what do you mean? You're not going to stay for the picture? You're not going to stay to light the Christmas tree at midnight? You're not going to go to mass with us? Not if I have COVID. Just say you have COVID. We have literally
if you say you have COVID, then you can't show up at all because people freak out.
And that's even better for some people.
Yeah.
Some people really don't like their family. I'm fine with mine. I'm going to go spend a whole week with them.
Yeah.
But I understand that not everyone's family's like that, and I'm just saying, get out of there.
Yeah, me and Denah are going to be like recording like crazy to get ready for our vacations that we're taking.
Yeah, I know, we're all going out of town.
We're freaking out. Like, I spent like 2 whole days in my hammock just trying to like get episodes typed out.
So, in addition to your boundaries and you're having a plan, you want to, for like real psychic protection, you can meditate on it. I would recommend too, like, maybe when you're in your shower getting dressed for these family events,
okay,
perhaps, or whatever sort of situation you're going into that you feel you need shielding. Just kind of imagine polishing your armor while you're showering and making sure that you're all like armored up with your little psychic armor suit. And nobody's negative energy is going to come in here in your bubble. That's a good visualization. Oh man, that's a hard word.
Visualization.
Hey,
I said a word that Denah can't for once.
And then you can also just do a regular shield
visualization.
Yeah, I'm just going to defer to you on that one for today.
Hey, I can say the word. I'm super proud of myself.
Yeah, which is, I think, so I've read a couple of different versions of this shield meditation where you can charge your aura with like white light and create a full around your body shield. But I saw one that I really liked that was, imagine like an actual shield that you hold on your arm, like Captain America's, or something like that.
Or a Viking.
Whatever kind of shape you want. And like kind of while you're meditating, visualize your coat of arms, what it looks like, your shield that you're holding up, you know what I mean, against any negativity. And make it like art, in your mind. And you could even draw that out if you wanted to. Your little psychic shield that you visualize up. You could include ancestors on it. But I thought that was a really good guided meditation. Because I think a lot of people, they use the white light. And that's great. I love the white light. I get it. But I think sometimes having a little more flesh to it is helpful.
Yeah, and the fact that you can write it down on a piece of paper, it would probably help with the visualization. Because some people, they can't visualize stuff unless they physically see it.
Yeah, and if you think about it too, while you're visualizing this with your shield, you can include like, I want it to be made of Hollywood for this property. I can't think of any right now because my brain is fried. But, oak, mahogany.
Mahogany?
Yeah, whatever you want. Different colors.
Mahogany.
Yeah, it could be steel, titanium. What is Captain America's shield made out of? Titanium?
No, it's made out of like some super tech metal that Tony Stark made.
Tony Stark.
I love Tony Stark. I love Robert Downey Jr. too.
I love how incredibly typecast that part was.
Oh my gosh.
Like, he literally is Tony Stark.
He is.
He is that guy.
He was a bad boy.
It just
that had a redemption story.
Every time it cracks me up.
Oh my gosh.
Anywho's.
Have they come out with a new Sherlock Holmes yet? Like, I think they've been telling us that for like 10 years.
Oh gosh, I don't know. And now there's the strikes going on, right?
Yeah. Oh,
So
nothing's going to
nothing.
happen.
Yeah. I don't- I'm all for equal pay and all that, but I also am starved for entertainment. And I'm just like, no, but I need these shows because it's winter and I have nothing to do.
Well, do you want to know which doesn't take actors? Documentaries.
Oh, yeah, I know. Documentaries scare me, though. Humans are weird. I'd rather pretend humans are better.
Oh my gosh, the documentaries that I'm watching right now to prepare for my next 2 episodes.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, like, oh, it's hard. It's hard, like, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I would have totally been a victim. Like, I would have been, what's it called?
You wouldn't have taken the kids into the gas station?
Yeah, I would have taken the black-eyed kids in my car
Yeah.
because I am a kind soul.
And this is why you need to shield your aura.
Yep.
Another way you can do that, other than with your that word?
Visualization.
Yes. Yes. Is you can call upon your deities.
Ah,
You know?
okay.
If you partake in that such...
Have some security guards.
Yes, exactly. Your ancestors.
Mhm.
You know, you could say like I say G unit because that's what I call my... Which, really, if you think about it, if someone were to overhear me going like, hey, G unit, I gotta head into court today. Just hold my hand, okay? They'd be like, who the fuck is this lady talking to? Like, what is going on? She's in there by herself talking to someone named G Unit? Like this. So, yeah. Because that's what I have to do.
You know what else starts with a G? God.
Oh, yeah, they probably think I'm talking to God.
Yeah.
I forget about him.
G unit.
My
I
kid
need you to hold
wanted
my hand.
Chick-fil-A today.
What?
My kid wanted Chick-fil-A today.
Oh, it's
And,
Sunday.
yeah, we're recording this on a Sunday. And I said, oh, they can't make chicken sandwiches today because they love Jesus. And he was like, that's dumb.
I
You
know.
can love Jesus and make me chicken.
It is quite dumb. But at the same time, like, if you have a whole staff that goes to church on Sundays, I kind of understand why you can't.
I have zero problem with them taking Sundays off.
I just get mad because on Saturdays I go and they're so packed because everyone's like, oh, they're going to be closed tomorrow.
Yeah. I wonder if they're back on Mondays because everyone wanted it yesterday.
Maybe.
So what's like the sweet spot for Chick-fil-A?
Wednesday?
Wednesday?
Wednesday
at like 2 in the afternoon.
Maybe.
Between lunch and dinner.
Maybe.
I think that's it. But before school gets out.
Mm.
What crystals will help with shielding? Is that what you wanted to know? Is that what you just asked me?
Wait, before we go to the crystals, I want to also mention
Chick-fil-A?
Yes, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is my aura.
My aura is Chick-fil-A red.
It's breading. It's kind of crispy, but like at the same time, super yummy and seasoned well.
It's fried in peanut oil, so it's
and
healthy.
it's fried in peanut oil.
Unless you're my sister, who will die. She can't have Chick-fil-A.
Oh man.
What did you want to say before I went on to crystals? And then we went totally off subject.
So one of the people that I've talked about with shielding, she actually has like extra shielding because she's a psychic.
Yeah.
And so she says her bubble is actually like a disco ball. Like it's on the outside, it's mirrors, so it kind of reflects back.
See, that's cool. That's cool.
So I just wanted to add that before.
And a good idea if you're going to do the shield exercise with the drawing. You could put a mirror on there. And just let everyone's energy go straight back to them and be like, nope, not even dealing with it.
Yeah.
Not even dealing with it.
It's definitely I'm rubber, you're glue.
Yep. Everything you say bounces off me and sticks right back to you. Which also, I think, is a comeback that we need to bring back.
It's definitely a witchcraft comeback.
Like, I fully think the next time here's my problem is I'm constantly in my head in an argument.
Always.
And so
5 years later, I still have that argument in my head of how I am going to win it.
Yes. Right. So, yeah, I think that a lot. Like, if ever some man tries to tell me something, I'll just be like, you know what? I'm rubber and you're glue. Anything you say bounces off me and sticks to you. And I'm going to walk off. And they're going to be like, what?
I feel like just saying whatever and walking off is the same, and it's not as much of a mouthful.
No, actually, I've discovered men really hate it if you laugh at them.
Yeah. I think you told me that.
Yeah, that's what I do in traffic now. Instead of flipping them off when they drive stupid, I just point and laugh at them. And they always slow down and look at me like I'm crazy.
They probably do think you're
Yep,
crazy.
but they don't look angry. Like
Well,
they do when you flip them off.
Yeah.
They just look at you like, what? Because you're laughing at them.
No, they're trying to be like, how far away from this crazy bitch do I have to get?
Very. Incredibly. Monumentally far away.
Mm-hmm.
Would be a fantastic plan.
So yeah, back to crystals.
Crystals. Crystals that will help you in protecting your aura include amethyst, which is your birthstone.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes. So amethyst increases psychic awareness in general, but you can also kind of intentionally use that to your advantage and say, I'm psychically aware of my boundaries.
Ah, got it.
You know what I'm saying?
And maybe it will help weed out the energy vampires.
Yeah. And then black tourmaline, a great one. That one is, in my opinion, kind of like the big guns of the psychic protection. It's very like, when I had one of those in my pocket is when I was like, you know what? I'm actually done talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm done talking about it. We've talked it to death. You obviously aren't listening.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm done. And
yeah.
So it's very, if you're done with that energy vampire and you're looking for maybe a stone to help you really stick to being done and not feel their sadness about you being done, because that's what it really is.
Not feeling guilty.
Right. Exactly. Like, because they will guilt you into not taking their energy vampirism anymore.
Don't you love me?
Yeah, they're like, what do you mean? I've been feeding off you for literal years. And it's like, right, yeah, I'm tapped.
Yeah.
That's what the black tourmaline says. Yeah. So if you're not at that point, I wouldn't recommend it for you. But if you are, throw that bitch in your pocket and leave.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. Labradorite, another good one. Hematite is always good. Hematite, I think, hematite can be worn every day. Mm-hmm. Hematite is good for just every day. A good little reminder of like, because I think something about the magnetism of it.
Oh, okay.
And the iron in our blood really, it also helps with your circulation a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like, it's just a really good, like, got you covered stone. And then smoky quartz is always, I love smoky quartz. Because if you think, smoky quartz makes perfect sense to me. It absorbs negative energy, and it looks like that's what it's doing. Yeah. Because it looks like a cloud in a quartz. And it's like, oh, because it's absorbing the cloudy growiness. It makes perfect sense. Yeah. I fully understand smoky quartz. So that's another good one. I used to keep it on my desk at work. What? In between you and the other friend.
Also, it's funny. It's like, what? Smoky quartz for stoners? No way!
Yeah. It is good to have, though. I like having it around. It's just to kind of clear the air. Yeah. That's what smoky quartz makes me think of. So, amethyst, if you're like, my psychic boundaries are here. Thank you very much. And then hematite, if you're like, you're covered. Smoky quartz will clear the air. And black tourmaline will make you leave his ass. If that's what you're talking about.
Also, is that all the crystals that you have listed? Yeah. Black obsidian.
Yeah, that's a good one. But that one always makes me think of scrying, which freaks me out. Ugh. Okay, and then another good thing to do just in general all the time, especially if you're trying to stay psychically fit, is grounding.
Grounding, yeah.
Yeah.
So you could probably add some grounding stones into that also.
You could, such as jasper or garnet.
Yeah.
Which are red, which is the root chakra. You can also, go outside barefoot. That's my favorite. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So you can go outside barefoot. I actually, my moss out front, off my front porch, I've been making me and the kid go out there a bunch and put our feet on it as the days are getting shorter. Because I'm like, look, it's going to be too cold to do this here in a minute.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Get grounded while you can.
Yeah.
Because also, sunsets at 4:55.
Yeah, because today was daylight savings time.
Yeah.
That, I have a funny story about that. I already told you, but I'm going to tell our friend.
Oh, yeah. I was like, here. What do you mean? I want to know. But you already
yeah. So I woke up at like 8:30 and I was like, I wrote the notes down for today, but I did them in a hurry, and it was pretty much just like cut and paste for me. And so this morning I wake up, I get back on my laptop, I get in the hammock, and I start, cleaning up my notes, make them better, like add some stuff into it. And I get out of the hammock to go do something, I don't remember. And I look at the stove and it's 10:30 and I'm like, "Holy shit, where did the 2 hours go?" And then I'm like, I keep on looking at the clock and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's 1:15. Dina's going to be here any moment now and I'm still working on my notes." And then I realized my clock on my phone actually said it was 12:10 because daylight savings time.
I stayed up a little bit late last night intentionally because I knew that I would get an extra hour of sleep. So I went to sleep at midnight and set my alarm for 6.
Did you ever like stay at the bar?
Oh gosh, yes.
Daylight savings time was the best time to go to the bar because you're like, I get an extra hour of drinking time.
Yes. Yeah, that was the best night. Oh yeah. No, I remember that. I thought about it last night. I was like, to be young tonight.
Yep.
I always thought that was definitely the best night of the year when I was drinking.
Yeah, and I
Of course,
think
I was also a full-blown alcoholic.
I'm trying to remember if it was Saturday night that had the what's the fucking name? Like you pay like a flat rate and
Drink
then
and drown?
Yeah, drink and drown. I think like there was one night I went to a drink and drown on daylight savings time.
That's genius.
Not for them.
No.
But for me, hell yeah.
That's all that I have on. Oh, well, I do actually have just a couple of one buzzword that I've heard about protecting your aura. A lot of people I've seen online have talked about veiling, which I don't know a ton about, but I'm assuming is a very similar practice to wearing just a scarf over your head and veiling yourself.
Okay.
Not necessarily to hide your hair like in some cultures, but to psychically protect yourself. To me, it doesn't sound too incredibly far off from tinfoil hat. But I think there's a lot more to it than I know. So it is a buzzword that I think if you're interested in that, you could go and research further. Because I can see the benefit of veiling.
Yeah.
I would imagine that would feel very physically good. And like you're taking a real action.
Yeah.
So, and especially if you're going through something really, really difficult, veiling, I could totally understand.
Okay.
The draw.
So, or a bubble or a veil. Or a shield.
Yeah. Or a sick shield. You could get tattooed.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That would be a cool thing to do.
That would be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, if you're an artist, hell yeah. Draw your shield and then get it tattooed on you.
Yeah, and if you're not afraid of needles like me.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I want like a whole sleeve up my arm, but I would never get a tattoo.
Oh, they're not that bad.
Ugh.
I keep on thinking I want to get a tattoo, but I think I want to get like the one on my shoulder removed first before I get more tattoos added. Because like now I'm done with that tattoo. I don't want it anymore. I mean, I like it, but like I want something on my back and I don't want my old tattoo to hinder the aesthetics of my new tattoo.
I want like a whole sleeve down my arm. But I also am terrified of going to get a tattoo. Yeah,
you probably don't need to do that. Or at least like get a very small tattoo, like a little heart somewhere.
That scares me too.
As a tester.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today I am going to be talking about hide behind, which is a cryptid. Have you ever heard of them?
No, it sounds creepy.
Okay, well this creature is from American folklore. Ooh, that was a hard word to say. They can be found throughout American logging country. So that includes Oregon, Ohio, Washington, Maine, pretty much like north of North America.
Did you know that my town was a logging town?
Really?
Holt.
Oh, okay.
That's literally the only reason it's there, was because it was the logging town.
No way.
Yep.
I did not know that.
So cool. I just have to go back there tonight in the woods by myself.
Well,
that's fine. If I call you at 8 p.m., you better answer.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be like, Lindsey, I'm scared.
Anyway, The hide behind was credited for the disappearance of early colonial loggers when they failed to return to camp. This creature is a nocturnal creature.
Great.
It's known to be a large, powerful animal. Experienced lumberjacks know that the hide behind, not hideaway. The hide behind looks a lot like a bear, walking upright, standing 5 feet 10 inches to 6 feet tall. Its slender body is covered in long black fur, thick enough that its front and back are interchangeable, and its face, if it has one, is unknown. The forelegs are short, powerful, and armed with bear-like claws. So let me think that word. Let me think that sentence through. Okay, so basically their arms are short and powerful, and they have claws like bears. So like little curved claws. The tail is like that of a French sheepdog and is held curled upward, which who the fuck thought that one through?
Yeah.
It's like a bear, but it has a tail like a dog.
Like my dog, like Nessa.
Yeah.
Like a curly cute tail.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Though the hide behind is a large creature, it is narrow so that when you attempt to look directly at it, the creature will hide behind an object so you can't see it. They are so fast that if you whip your head around to try and see them, they can hide before you see them. So, like, you know, like how you're like when kids hide and you're just like, look, and then you're just like, I got you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't see me because this is audio, but I just whip my head around. Yeah, so.
We should have a dance party. You ready?
Dun, 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 dun. Let's get our glow sticks.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So they're fast. The hide behind preys upon humans that wander in the woods at night. They can wait 7 years in between meals. So they don't have to kill often.
Yeah.
So that's cool. How long have you lived at your house out there? Has it been 7 years?
It has almost been 7 years.
Yep. Gotta watch out tonight.
Beware, weary travelers.
Yeah. The hide behind uses their super hide and seek skills to stalk their human prey and then attack without warning. They pounce from their hiding place with a terrifying laugh. This laugh is sometimes too terrifying.
Like a hyena or like a human laugh?
I don't know. It doesn't actually say. It just says it's terrifying that victims die just by hearing it.
Okay. That sounds like victims probably die from having too many Big Macs.
Probably.
And then get a little startled.
Yeah.
And their heart can't handle it.
Yeah. What? McDonald's in the colonial times? No way!
Oh, yeah, I guess this was colonial times.
Once their prey is killed, the hide behind would drag them to their lair to be eaten. And since the hide behind's main diet is intestines, they would use their hooked claws to disembowel their victims. However, they do not like alcohol, so this could be used as a repellent. So drink up, y'all, because 1 bottle of beer is enough to guarantee your safety. Now, on top of this, there was another note that said that sometimes, like, the hide behind would attack someone and be like, oops, they actually were alcoholic, so it's really smart to be really intoxicated so that they don't kill you.
So I'm screwed.
You're so screwed.
Great. That's just great. What about, did they like weed?
I don't know. It didn't say.
Generally stoned.
Yeah, it just says alcohol. They don't like alcohol.
All you boozers.
We're safe. Yes.
With your chocolate wine.
My chocolate wine.
Gross.
No one likes it except for me.
It sounds disgusting. It sounds like Yoo-hoo mixed with red wine, which sounds terrible.
It doesn't taste like red wine. The hide behind has been used as an explanation of strange noises in the forest at night. So that's pretty much all the information on them. But here is where you can find them in pop culture. And I will start with our favorite in 2016, the official Harry Potter themed website, Pottermore by J.K. Rowling.
What?
Pottermore released a new story about the Wizarding School, Livermore. Is that how you say it?
I don't know if
The
it's...
American
I
School
think it's
of Wizardry.
Ilvermorny, but it's weird. I don't know. I don't know why they make everything so difficult.
I don't know. Ilver.
They could have just called it, like, Johnston or something.
Yeah, like, does she not know
Smith
Americans?
High School.
Yeah, Smith, John Smith,
John
Colonial,
Smith High School.
like,
America High School.
America.
That would have been hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
If she'd have just been like, you know what? It's called America.
But anyway, it features the hide behind, this nocturnal forest dwelling specter, preys on humanoid creatures, but a witch and Punkwedgie working together and were able to defeat the creature. It's also featured in a revised edition of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Interesting. The hide behind has appeared in a number of novels and stories. Some of these stories have revolved around other characters in American folklore. Why is that word hard for me?
Folklore.
Fork. See, I think that's what.
Folklore. That's okay. It's not as hard as visualization. But you know what is fun to say?
Folklore. What?
Perpendicular.
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 So, folklore. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Taylor Swift album.
Yes.
That one Taylor Swift album. We all know what we're talking about.
In Pecco's bill catches a hide behind. The creature is captured and donated to the zoo by the cowboy, Pecco's bill. See, I always write my notes and I'm like, I think that word's a little bit difficult, but I think I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I smoke and then I talk to y'all, and between the anxiety of doing a podcast and the weed, it's like, I don't even know I'm going to say this right. But anyway, Dewan Young Wizard series mentions hide behinds. Her wiki describes the fictional universe they are set in. Different species of hide behinds have even been assigned mock scientific names. For example, one of the carnivores species is referred to as a Cryptophenesis nondescriptus.
Because it doesn't have a face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. In the Silver John story, the Disrick on Yondero, author Manly Wade Wellman include a variant called the Behinder.
Oh.
The Hide Behind is the subject of Gravity Falls short called The Hide Behind. Huh. I know about Gravity Falls. I can say that word.
Yeah.
In 2006, a suspense novel, The Hide Behind by Charles H. Sinnings, centralized on one of the creatures stalking rafters in the Middle Fork of Salmon Road in Idaho. Wait, not road, river. So, Middle Fork of the Salmon River in Idaho. So be careful if you're out there in Idaho.
Idaho.
Idaho. The Hide Behind is featured in a 2014 indie horror game, Forest of Whispers. It is also featured in a popular trading game, MetaZoo Cryptid Nation. A variant of this creature called the Great 17-Toed Prairie Hide Behind is featured in Sid Fleischman's McBroom's Zoo, where it is described as a shy and harmless creature, which it is not. Be like, oh yeah, it's super harmless. It just grabs your intestines.
Not a big deal.
Only the sober
he was
people.
An alcoholic, so he was like, it's totally fine. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You guys are totally making a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. The Hide Behind is featured in a 2018 short horror film called The Hide Behind, directed by Parker Finn.
It's and really that is because I love the stories that take place in the woods, because I think the woods are fun and creepy.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I have to live out there.
Yeah.
And so it's like, hold on now, I can't get too into those stories right now, because I have to go out there and be all by myself.
Yeah.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
Because now I'm gonna be thinking there's a hide behind out in the yard.
Yeah, that looks like a hairy.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw a picture of it. It looks like it with a tail. Like Cousin It.
Yeah. Hopefully my dogs will scare it off.
NASA, yeah, definitely. NASA will be like, hey, there's something else. And then Ty will be like, what?
Every time someone comes to the house, they always ask me if Ty is mean. They'll be like, is he nice? When NASA's the one barking.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, he won't do anything. She'll kill you.
Yeah. She'll nibble on your ankles.
Yeah, he is not a problem. My pit bull is way less dangerous than little dog.
She has definitely warmed up to me, though, NASA.
Yeah, she has.
Because, like, I just walked in yesterday with, like, nothing.
Yeah. She's getting there. She's figured out at my house that everyone is fine.
Yeah.
You know, she trusts me more, is what it is.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, if you let her in, they're probably allowed.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. I had a whole hog.
I had a sandwich.
I had a whole hog sandwich. My kid was like, is that Chick-fil-A? Because that's why he wanted Chick-fil-A. And I was like, no, it's literally pork.
It's the total opposite.
Not at all Chick-fil-A. Thank you for listening to our podcast. We release a new one every Monday, so hit that dispensary and meet us back here next week for more spooky and witchy shit. In the meantime, check out our Instagram, the Spooky Stonerzzz podcast. That is Stonerzzz with 3 Z's. If you would like to contact us about your personal true crime or paranormal story, or if there is a subject you would like us to cover, you can email us at thespookystonerzpodcast@gmail.com. Again, that is Stonerzzz with 3 Z's. So we'll see you next Monday, and in the meantime, smoke on Spooky Stonerzzz. Oh.
Bye!
My eyes got worse as I was reading that.
Because you're not wearing your glasses. Where's your glasses?
I don't know.
We went the whole episode without our glasses.
They're lost forever.